Hello there. This is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre with Arc Solvers, and today we are going to be talking about the domain hosting provider GoDaddy. If you have GoDaddy, you're going to want to listen up because if you've ever had problems with them in the last, I would say, 2 or 3 years, this is why. If you've ever had an issue where your website wasn't working or your website was hijacked and it started to show weird or inappropriate things, this is the reason why. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to be talking about how hackers stole source code and installed malware in a multi-year breach. Now, before I get started, as you guys know, our channel, be it you listening on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, podcast, is always to break down this complexity of technology in a simple way. So my job today is maybe you saw this on the headline news that said GoDaddy is hacked, and you're like, oh, I remember when my website, which is managed by GoDaddy, there was something. Let me find out more. That's the purpose of our video, is to break this down in simple terms for the everyday user and business owner, and also what should you now do. So let's talk about it. So again, GoDaddy is probably one of the, if not the biggest domain hosting provider. I would say at least in advertising, they spend the most. They used to do Super Bowl commercials, and you can still see a lot of their advertisements on bus ads and on social media and things like that. So GoDaddy, according to Bleeping Computers, says that unknown threat actors have installed malware on its hosting servers and stole source code after breaching its cPanel sharing environment in a multi-year attack. So let me break this down and what this means. The source code is basically what GoDaddy uses, the programming language. Basically, this is like if you ever think of KFC and they talk about that secret recipe for technology, the source code is that secret recipe where you don't want nobody to know it, because if you know it, then you can exploit it. You can find problems. And this is going back since March 2020. GoDaddy, back in March 2020, GoDaddy had a breach where about 28,000 customers got their websites infected. And a lot of credentials as well, where basically if you had a website with GoDaddy, your username and your password was leaked. So this is kind of what is building up, because GoDaddy says this is a multi-year attack. And for you business owners listening, I want to kind of also give the analogy, because hackers, they're not just doing like a fast hit it and quit it type of thing. They're in the long term to try to get into your business. So since 2020, there has been a sophisticated attack going after GoDaddy. So now 2020, we had roughly 28,000 customers where their username and passwords were stolen. In 2021 of November, there was another incident regarding GoDaddy that led to a data breach affecting 1.2 million managed WordPress customers. And WordPress is just a platform to manage your website. And after the attackers breached the GoDaddy WordPress site, a lot of the hosting environments found that more compromised passwords, username and passwords were now out in the dark web. So this multi-year campaign by this sophisticated threat actor group, among other things, installed malware on their systems and obtained the source code. So now this is where you, the customer, comes in. So this hacker has that secret recipe. They know how they can now get into the GoDaddy servers. Well, these hackers now want to go after you. They want to go after your employees. And what they're not going to do is that they're going to now, let's just say your domain is abccompany.com and you have your website with GoDaddy. So now what the hackers do is they take your website and they change the format of the website. So you have your services, you have your products, and now they're putting bad stuff on the websites. They're putting things where they want people to enter their username and password for Office 365. Because what now they're going to do is they're going to blast out phishing emails to whoever they blast it out to you, your small business. And now they're going to hope that your employee clicks on that phishing email and to go to ABC Company. Now, the reason why that's important is because ABC Company is a legit company, right? You're running a legit a company. You're here in the US, but now your server is infected. And what that means is because your server is infected, the browsers don't necessarily know that. All they see is, okay, Mr. John Smith, he owns ABC Company. It's been on GoDaddy. It's clean. Go ahead, go right to it. And what now happens is that employee or that person now clicks on it, goes to ABC Company. It looks like a Microsoft website. It looks like a Google or Dropbox website. And now they type in their username and password. And now they're in your small business system. So this has been going on for 3 years. GoDaddy, because they're a public company, they had to report it to the Securities and Exchange Commission, I believe in their 10K filing, and now this is all coming out. And unfortunately, GoDaddy didn't even do a good job of even telling the public. They just kind of waited for this on a Friday evening to just file. And a lot of times companies do that, especially the public companies. Whenever it's something bad or bad press, they release it on a long President's Day weekend, which it is President's Day weekend, because they hope that people aren't paying attention. But this is really, really important, because think about it. What could you have done differently other than not using GoDaddy? What could you have done differently to protect your systems? Nothing, because it's a supply chain attack. You, the end user, if your abccompany.com domain was the one that got hijacked, you didn't do anything wrong, because it was GoDaddy's job to protect your systems. So with that said, I just wanted to give you guys an update as far as what's happening. This is fresh off the press. Thank you, bleepingcomputer.com, for giving us this information. And if you want to learn more about our services and ARC solvers, go ahead and click below, or visit our website, schedule an appointment with me. I would love to talk to you about your technology needs, your cybersecurity needs. And if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.